Oh, I hit the start button and the camera fell over. Hey, hi. This is July, and truthfully, I didn't get a lot, but it costed me a lot of money. I probably spent more money this month than any month ever, and I don't have much to show it, to be honest with you. So, though this will probably be in 2 parts. It'll be one video, but there will be a giant cut at some point, I would assume. And if not, then nothing else came. I'm actually filming this on the 26th, which is a Friday, and I think Monday will be the 29th, I believe. There'll be like 3 more days in the month, which I might get something. I'm actually expecting at least one thing. So there probably will be a bonus part to the end of this video of some things, nothing too special. But if there isn't, then you'll see them next month. Now, sadly, one of the bigger, actually not the big thing, but one of the cooler things here, I actually did an entire unboxing of, which of course I would recommend going to see that, but we'll show you here anyways. And I can actually talk about it a little bit because I've watched 3 of them, and that is Shonen Jump's One Piece. This is all of season 4. Oh, it's out of order. I apologize. Every single one here. And I love One Piece. I don't want to be, shown as the guy who's, oh look at this another YouTube anime guy who only watches the big 3. What a neat, I don't know. There's a lot of big 3 guys out there that I personally kind of despise because just how they review things and, chapter reviews and stuff like that. I've probably talked about this before, but whatever. One Piece, it's pretty much the only one of the big 3 that I will constantly watch because I find it very entertaining. It's just silly fun, and it's a great marathon show, considering there's a marathon feature on the Funimation discs, which is amazing in its own right. Now, as I said, I did watch, actually, the first 3 here. And, wow, I think I explained this. I actually did a review for box set 1 already, which is on another video, of course. And I already talked about how this is when One Piece went into widescreen. It's really good looking, it's really great. But I never talked about these. Now, basically, real fast, I'll just explain really quick, because we can't talk about this the entire time, even if I kind of want to. That box set 2 here is finishing the Davy Back, I believe is what it's called, arc, and moving on to the next arc. Now, truthfully, I'm not a huge fan of that whole Davy Back arc. I think I explained before how I thought it was filler at first, until it went on for 2 entire box sets. I'm like, oh, damn. But it does end. It's not a bad arc, but I have issues with it. But luckily, season 4 has gotten to the Water 7 arc, which is the arc that every One Piece fan goes, this is the best arc ever, and always talks about it. And so far, from what I've seen, of course, I'm not really in it yet. Well, I guess I am, but there's a whole fight between, spoiler-ish, but if you don't see the spoiler from the cover here, Usopp and Luffy fighting, but I won't explain too much why, and the introduction to Frankie, which, not really a spoiler because it says it on the back of the case. And Frankie, if you don't know, is the... how many crew members? 7? 8? I think he's the 8th one, and then the 9th one will be Brook. That could be wrong, but he is basically the second to last one as of this point in time. And he's an asshole. I understand why his character is like that. He's not really an asshole, but he's an asshole to pirates, which makes him just an asshole because you are on the pirate side, But, watch that box set. I like it. We are entering, I think the next box set will be them trying to get on the train. And apparently the whole part on the train is amazing. I don't know. This is what I've heard. I'm really excited to watch it, but I haven't watched it yet, so I can't really talk too much about it. Now, I will be showing things in this video that aren't classified as anime. I know, I'm already going to say right now. And I also have something here that doesn't classify as manga. I know, I don't have much to show, but I feel like I want to talk about these, and it's still nerdy stuff, you know, so I will show you them at the very end. Once again, not much this month, as of this part of the video, anyways. Put that there. Okay. Now, one I haven't watched here, and the other one I started watching today at work. At work. I shouldn't be watching things at work. But, one is... Now, yes, this cover is fake. It came in a black and white cover, I tried to fix it, ran out of ink, blah 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 blah. And that is The Secret World of Arietti. This is it's the latest released Ghibli film. Like down here, I don't know. I think there's a new one coming out. Either way, it's one of the more recent ones. 2010, it's a retelling of the story of the borrowers. Most kids, I think... I should rephrase that because I'm not a kid. Most people my age, when they were kids, know the borrowers. I'm 21, I should kill myself. But, yeah, I haven't seen this yet. I've got to be in a certain mood to watch Ghibli films because I've tried watching like Spirited Away and I got 10 minutes in and I put it back because I couldn't do it. I like Ghibli films, but you got to be in the right mood. So far my favorite Ghibli film actually doesn't count as a Ghibli film half the time, and that is Castle Cagliostro. Lupin the Third film, which if you ever try to purchase that movie, there are two versions of the movie. Try to find the Manga Entertainment release because that has David Hayter, the voice of Solid Snake, doing the voice, and it's fucking amazing! And is my favorite dub of it because there's two. The other one is voiced by the person who does Krillin and Usopp. That could be wrong, but I think it is. And this is the show I actually started watching today, and so far I am really liking it. I've got 3 episodes in. And that is, I won't be able to pronounce it, Moritobo, the Guardian of the Spirit. That almost turned into a DVD review. As seen on Adult Swim, I never had Adult Swim, so I wouldn't know. I bought this because there's a seller on Amazon Canada right now selling this box set. It's normally a $40 to $50 box set, but there's a seller, and he has a whole bunch of them apparently, selling them for $15 each. So when I saw that, I'm like, you know what, I should pick that up. And I did. Then I realized why it was cheap. First thing, Anime Works. I've had rants and issues with Anime Works for a very long time now. I've even filmed videos. I don't think they're on the internet. It's about their packaging. Actually, to fill some time in this video, I've probably, where is the box set? There it is. This company, I have I was going to say a love-hate relationship, but it's hate-hate relationship because, goddamn, they piss me off. They release a lot of things for dirt cheap. If you actually didn't see the thing, it's actually Anime Works. Media Blasters, I think, was their old name. That could be made up, that could be wrong. But, yes, they make cheap releases. One reason is their goddamn stack packs. Fuck stack packs. I think anyone who buys anime, which should be everybody who likes anime, but, dread this style of packaging. Well, there was a show, I thought it was another show, and it's not, but, called Otoboku, The Maidens Are Falling For Me. It's about a guy going, I think he's going to a girls' school? So he's just up a girl. There's another show apparently with the same concept that I heard about that seemed funny. And then I got this, and it wasn't it. This does not have a dub. This is a direct, really badly subtitled DVD release. Whatever. This is real. Okay? I should actually say that. This is a real, official release from Anime Works. Yeah. I know. It's ridiculous. But, this show here, I knew nothing going into it. Not a single damn thing. This does have a dub, I think. I believe it is a dub. The one I was watching at work, because actually what I did was I downloaded the episodes at work, And before you say downloading is wrong, I own it. It's right here. I only download what I own. Yeah, plain and simple. But just so I can have a copy I can actually watch on other things. But yeah, it has a dub. It has 2 versions. Cool. But yes, the dub. And it's actually a good dub, which is really freaking weird for Anime Works. And then I look at the animation, I'm like, oh my god. This looks exactly like Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. I mean, identical. And then I realized, oh, it's Production IG. Now, if you don't know, Production IG is the company who is right now doing a show, which I'm not allowed to talk about. If you know of my last video, you probably know what that is. But it's a show currently airing that is right now was ranked #1 anime of all time when it was only 5 episodes in. That 5th episode is the big one. You already know what I'm talking about, probably. Well, yeah, it looks really good. I watched some of it. It has a really good story, and so far I'm enjoying it, but I'm not that far, so I can't really say too much about this. Okay, now I said I didn't have much this month. We're near the end. I apologize. But the next 2 things are not anime, video games, or manga at all. And you'll probably be seeing this in the next few months. You will be still seeing anime, manga, and other stuff. Oh, this month I actually don't have any manga. Which is weird. I swore I ordered manga. Unless... when did I get you over there, little buddy? You know what? When were you released? Were you last month or this month? I don't know. Well, I don't know if this was last month or this month. July, August. No, I think it was last month. You guys tell me, was One Piece 67 released this month or last month? I think it was last month. It was last month. But yeah, I didn't get any manga this month, which I apologize. Like, I can't always buy things all the time. The last thing we'll be showing in the video is what took all this money away. But next thing is not anime, but there's been some controversy. If anyone who is a fan online on the internet's YouTube of Arcada already has heard about this already. And that is Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've watched the first about 3 episodes, so I can't really talk too much about it. But what I can say is I understand the confusion. I understand why people who like anime like this show. It's pretty obvious why. It looks just like one. It's pretty damn hard to actually, if you didn't know and someone showed you this and something else, it would be really, really hard to tell. You can tell if you know Nickelodeon, but you know what I mean. It's kind of hard to tell. And I've only actually watched the first couple episodes of this, and this is book 1, all 3 books here. Right now you can actually get this on Amazon Canada, so anyone in Canada can get these for $13.50 each, which are usually about $30, $20 to $30 each. So it's a great deal right now, that's why I have them. And I started watching it, and I watched the first disc, I think, and I was okay with it. It wasn't bad. I think why I'm probably like this right now is because I know it's not an anime, and like it's not like I'm watching this going, it's not an anime, so I shouldn't be watching it. I don't know. I see what they're doing. It's quite decent from what I've seen. I know I have to watch more. I shouldn't be judging something before I haven't finished it. I understand. But from what I've seen, I'm not hating it. I'm just not in it at the moment. But if you're into that and you want it, Canada, you can get it really cheap on Amazon right now. Now, second to last thing here is not a manga, but technically manga means comic, right? So I wanted to start reading comics. I have a whole buttload of manga. I probably should do the update video. I actually have already a 2013 manga video, which was really early 2013, and now that we're like more than halfway through, it's almost doubled from the video that's actually online right now. But I wanted to start reading actual comics, and I didn't know really where to start. But, you know, like there's Spider-Man, there's Superman, there's all the Avengers, like all that stuff. And I'm like, you know. But then one thing hit my head. I'm like, you know what? I like Batman. So maybe I should check out Batman. And I went online. I'm like, what is the best Batman to read? And one guy had his list. I liked his list. And I chose one from the list. And that was Batman Hush. Now, to explain this real fast, this is pretty much it's like volume like 600 something to 600 something. Like it's like, I think 12? It's 8 to 12. 12 chapters, but it might only be like 8 actual volumes. I don't remember. And yeah, throughout the thing you're trying to figure out who this Hush character is. Batman goes through a lot of bullshit, like breaking his back and trying to do all this, and then talking to Catwoman, all this stuff on with Catwoman, which I'm like, shouldn't they have done this by now? You're over 600 volumes. Shouldn't you have introduced yourselves a little bit better by now? You'll see what I mean if you read this. But we have Superman makes an appearance, Green Lantern, the original Green Lantern, like 60s Green Lantern, makes an appearance, Harley Quinn makes an appearance, Batgirl, who isn't really Batgirl, makes an appearance, Robin makes an appearance, Nightshade, Robin, one of the other Robins who's now not with Batman, is in it. Another Robin, there's been 3 Robins apparently from this point, comes back and he's alive, and that happens. The Riddler's in it, the Joker's in it, every goddamn villain in it. Oh, Poison Ivy is in it. Everyone's in it. So if you ever wanted to start reading Batman and want just a fun story, because this isn't like super serious, a fun story, this got everything for you. It's got like all these different heroes and villains in it. And the end, truthfully, I'm not a huge fan of, because the end, they kind of wrap it up very strange and whatever. But getting to that point, I read it in a day, and for that thick, that's a lot. And considering how big the pages are and how much text is on each page, sometimes like that, you know, that's pretty decent. So I recommend this. If you ever want to read Batman for some reason, go get Batman Hush. I got this for about $18 after tax. It was like $20 on Amazon, which is probably the best you're going to do right now, because Book Depository isn't having... They've put their prices up for some reason. They do that sometimes. They'll put their prices up and then have them really low, and I gotta wait until they're low again. But yes, that's basically every single thing I got this month. Now you might be hearing my mouse clicking here. It's because I'm hiding all my stuff. The thing that cost me all my damn money, and maybe some super fans of my videos will realize that mouse is different. There's a reason for it. Sorry if there's an audio issue here. But I got a new computer. My last computer, I had it. I feel like I must have gotten it when I first got my job, because I don't know how I would have got that much money back then. And not the job I have now. Back when I worked at Independent, which is a grocery store. And I was still in high school, so I would have been like 16, so almost 5 years ago, my old computer. And it might have been more, I don't know. Math is hard, and it lasted me for a very long time. It wasn't a great computer. It was, you know, small, mini integrated kind of computer thing. Had like 3 gigs of RAM for me back then. It was like, oh my god, because I only had 1 gig back. And even at one point, I've had all the way to DOS, you know. And this point, this computer here cost me almost $800. It was like $700 or something. And that's the most I've ever bought a computer for. I know people out there do thousands, and they're crazy because they don't need a computer that strong, in my opinion. And it plays games. I don't need it for gaming. I just needed a computer, to be honest with you. And it works very well. It's got like 8 gigs DDR3 RAM. It's got a HD integrated HD graphics card. It's got this cool, I'm not sure if you can see that, but right here, I'm not gonna pull it out, but it has like an SATA hard drive expansion bay where you can just plug in hard drives and they work. I got a DVD drive, DVD writing drive, an expansion slot, so I can add a Blu-ray drive. It doesn't have a Blu-ray drive. I don't need a Blu-ray drive, but it would have been nice. And it's got like all this cool stuff. It can glow. It can have all these different hookups. It's got everything I need, and it's really, really nice. It came with. We'll move this. It came with Windows 8, and I never in my life have used Windows 8. I've used, 95. I've used 3. What was it called? 3.5. It was like right after DOS. I forgot what it was. I used that. I've used 95, 98. I've used XP. I used Vista, and then 7, and now this. And in my opinion, they've been going the transition from Vista 7 to 8 has been way too fast. Considering I think the transition to what was it? Sorry, I think it was Vista to XP was like 10 years. So it's really retarded that they are jumping that fast. But I got a computer and it works really nice. And that's a really erotic kind of picture there. And I like it. I'm quite enjoying this computer. And yeah, I can do Steam stuff and all that fun stuff. And it's cool. So yes, and that's pretty much the end of the video, I guess, because I have nothing else to show you. I apologize. That's 20-something minutes. If you watched all the way through, thank you. You can comment, you can like, you can favorite. You don't need a favorite. Who would favorite this garbage? But if you haven't subscribed, you could subscribe if you want to. You don't have to. It'd be nice just to see numbers go up. You don't even gotta watch my videos. You can just and it's been fun to do this video. I have a lot of them now. Now I think about it, and I'm surprised I'm still doing it. But yes, soon you'll see a cut if there's more footage. There might be. You might see another 10 minutes, and I apologize, and I should shut up and say, see ya, and you can subscribe, and have it going.